Hey guys, Jackie joining you here from Cheehaw. I have brought to share with you guys some of my favorite topics, and that would be learning all about different types of vertebrates. Now today we're going to hone in on one branch of vertebrates, and then we're also going to get a little bit more detailed and look at one major group, and then take some really awesome animal visits. So to start with, we're going to be learning about mammals today. Now we're mammals, we're a particular type of mammal. Let's kind of do a quick recap and then look at what makes a mammal special. So the one thing that all mammals have, every single mammal, that makes them very unique and different from any other group of animals is our ability to produce milk for our young. So that's something unique to mammals. And in order to do this, all mammals have special glands called mammary glands. Now, mammals have different ways of distributing that milk between the different types of species, but they're all able to produce milk, and that's the characteristic that unifies this major group. Some other characteristics that we'll notice is that we all have hair or fur. So even if we might not see that hair or fur, like if you look at a dolphin or a whale, they look really smooth and sleek because they live in the water, they still have very small, teeny tiny hairs, but they're there. One other thing that most mammals have, we know there's a couple of exceptions, like our echidnas and platypuses, those weird funky mammals. Most mammals have live birth, meaning that those babies are developing inside of the mother and they are feeding off of the nutrition that mothers are taking in. So unlike some reptiles or some sharks that retain eggs inside of them, mammals have true viviparity, which means that they're giving birth to live offspring, and those offspring are taking nutrients from mom as she's ingesting them. Now, one of the last things that unifies us as a group is that we're endothermic. So endothermic means that we are creating our own body heat or our own body temperature. For the most part, our body temperature stays the same unless we're maybe sick or in a really cold environment. And your body regulates itself. So if it's really hot outside, like Georgia, we're sweating over here and it's February, we sweat. That's how our bodies cool off. This is something that all mammals do. Okay, now imagine that it gets cold. What do you do when it's cold? You shiver, right? And as you shiver, your body creates muscle spasms, which heats up and then keeps your body temperature consistent or the same. Now, let's look at one of my favorite branches of mammals. So mammals span across every continent. Okay, they're everywhere. They're very, very good. They're very adaptable. But let's hone in on one major group. And I say major group because there's a lot of different types of carnivores. We're going to focus in on order Carnivora. Okay, now under Ornithocarnivora, we divide them into two major groups. They're divided into Feliformia and Caeniformia. Now, here's what I'm going to leave you with. Go ahead and get out a scratch sheet of paper, and what I want you to do is I want you to write down Feliformia and Caeniformia, and I would like for you to try and think of some examples for each of these different categories. I'm going to leave you with this thought, and when we see each other again, we will look at some of those examples and then get a chance to meet some Feliformes animals and some Caeniformes animals in person.